Welcome to the Rome campaign for Vidi Et Impera 1.2.5, and in the last part most of the action took place down here in Egypt. We had a battle against this cavalry army here, which went pretty well. It was a bit tougher than I thought I was expecting, and overall things are going quite well. Now before I get into any gameplay, I just want to talk about the fact that I think it was around the 1st of November 2019, if you're watching this in the future, there was a small update. So technically we are now on the 1.2.5a update. Now this is a very small update. It consisted of a few bug fixes, a little bit of rebalancing to do with various factions, and I think there was I think what they've done is they've reduced the cavalry, they've reduced the charge for some cavalry units and elephant units, which is something I have to pay attention. But the biggest change of all, if I click on this army here, you'll see we've now got new units cards. I think they're created by somebody called Surav, and I actually quite like these new unit cards. I mean, in some ways they make the army more workaday, as though that they really mean business. And I actually really like the cav ones actually as well. And oh, guy's got a promotion. Let's have another look at another. I don't know if it's affected the navies as well. No, the navies are still the same. And up here, what I've actually done is started moving this army south. So you can see there. Wow. I like these Imperial veterans. I mean, again, they look like veterans now. Yeah, what I've actually started to do is move this army south, because what I'm getting into a bit of a situation down here, because we got Zapata down here who don't like us. So I can't really move this army until this area is fortified. In fact, I'm probably going to need to leave an army down here. And of course, once we actually take this settlement, there's a chance we're going to get a naval attack. So an army's going to have to defend there. That means I'm down to one army, and we've got this navy off here, which I know nothing about. And my instinct is to use a 2 navy attack just to get rid of them. Now the reason I'm using 2 navies is simply because I don't want to take too much damage on these navies. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and they're running away, so that means that they don't like that. Hence the trouble is, can I reach them with both? Oh, you can reach them, and so can you. Right. Now these navies are going to take attrition, but I think it's just important to get rid of this navy here. I'm just going to get in here. Wow, this looks like it's their elite navy. They've got some serious. They've got their own artillery here. This could get a little bit icky sticky. So we might as well just get straight in and see if we can fight this. I mean, we've got artillery against their artillery, but I'm not exactly too sure what those ships are. But it looks like these are going to be a bit more of a tougher proposition than we've had before. Okay, it's raining. Well, I don't want raining because that will detract from the artillery. So let's see what they got here. Wow. There are a lot of troops on that. I actually quite like that figurehead. You got a couple of those. You got towers there. There's their artillery ships. You got some missile troops in the background. Right, General. I don't really want to lose my admiral, so. And our other support navy is actually coming in from that direction. You come down there. And I think what we're going to do is put these in front of our artillery here. I think what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put 5 of you out on this flank. Then I'm going to put the rest of you on this flank. And I think we'll just get you straight on ramming. We're going to have a direct ramming attack from the beginning. What we're going to do is send our second admiral up there.
Our reinforcements have
Okay.
arrived.
And we're going to bring these in on this side. Come on. No.
Assault ships ready to attack. Ready for orders. Ready, willing, and able. Ships ready. Hail. Ready for orders.
Now, head to head,
Is turning in our
this
favor.
is probably going to be.
Assault ships reporting. We await your command. Crewed and ready. Assault ships ready to attack.
And what I want is you go up around the back there. Oops, you follow it as well. I'm going to be a little bit careful here. I don't know which way my admiral's got to here.
Proud Romans all. Ready, willing, and able. Assault ships ready to attack. Ready, men. Dominate. Ready for orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You
Awaiting orders.
focus on those heavy ships there.
Set them ablaze. Assault ships reported.
Right, let's get in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Down. Assault ships reported. Brave Romans to a man. Glory for Rome.
So we lost a.
Ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready. Assault ships ready to attack. We await your command.
These heavy ships are. Wait.
Assault ships ready to attack.
You three, keep out of the mischief. Of course, all my ships have all
One of our
got
units has used all its ammunition.
locked up.
Roma ships ready for duty. Dominate. Get at them. Orders. Ships waiting. Row. Commander. Row. To the oars.
Attacking that side.
Assault ships ready.
An entire unit has perished.
Right, we need to get after their artillery ships. Right, let's sort this mess out.
Prepare to engage. Ready.
Our general is under attack.
Ready, men. Attack. For Rome.
Let's get these guys in. You come into there. Come on. You on. You. Come, push on.
One of our ships is being boarded.
Right, come. Push on them.
An entire unit has perished.
It's going to be expensive. These tower ships don't want to go down. I want you. Hey. How come you got on to...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I've lost one of my artillery ships actually.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, no, I'm doing artillery. Come on.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Wow.
entire unit has perished.
Yeah, we're losing quite a few units here at the moment. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Ready your weapons. Romans, ready for duty.
Come on.
Get at them. Ready for orders. Ready for orders. Your orders.
Right, we got this ship away.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Keep pushing.
Ready, willing, and able. Show them steel.
As this
Assault ships ready for orders.
An entire unit has perished.
up, push on these. You keep hitting them. We need that heavy ship down. Okay, let's get some of these ships in this side.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Another heavy assault ship there. How we doing? Right, you move into there. And they're heavy assault ships are putting up in quite a battle.
Assault ships ready to attack. Ready yourselves. Get at them.
Yeah.
Wait on my order. Artillery ships reporting.
Right, they've gone. Come into ram in position. You go after them.
Ships waiting. Moving out.
Right, we sunk their ship over here. So all we've got left is this. Now, I think this was a pretty expensive battle. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So we got a decisive victory, but this was expensive. Very expensive. So what we're going to have to do is pull one of these navies back to completely rebuild. So this navy lost one artillery ship, and this navy was almost completely wrecked. And looks like they've got one ship left. I think we're going to enslave the captives. They got away, but they're not a problem.
Yes.
Right, this is the one that lost an artillery ship.
Yes.
So you come
Put
here.
your backs into it, you men.
You give him. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Cancel. Go the other way. We'll give him the artillery ship,
Hard on the oars,
and
you men.
you can start to go that way.
Ready as we go.
You can
Your orders.
return back to Alexandria. Now I do have another navy here, which I was keeping back for this army here, but maybe, yeah, I think we'll just leave that there for the moment. I think that's all we can do this turn. Seem to be a navy short. Oh no, because I've got two navies up here now. So we're just going to go for an end turn. Oh, we got some skills. So we're just going to this agent here. I think we'll go with Zeal. Unlock agent +2 agents, armies, settlements revealed in neighbouring regions while deployed. That could be useful. Actually, anything else here? Chance of success against enemy agents. Line of sight parent army. That's an ambush for parent army. Actually, I do like that. And Got this legion here who's also in the water and needs to start moving. I think, do I need... Yeah, I think we'll give him that, and we'll give him a bit of a boost to campaign movement range as well. And I say the big problem is going to be moving these armies into position. At the moment, my armies are all constant in the wrong place, and I do need to start moving down to this area here. In fact, this is talking a little bit of strategy. Now, I've got a bit of a dilemma here because most of the people down in Greece here at the moment are my friends, except for maybe the Veni. And the other problem I've also got is that Egypt, I was thinking, was just a power here, but they've got a lot of regions down through the desert, which means that they're going to be a little bit of a thorn in my side. This is another reason why I'm bringing this army down over here as well, because if we're going to push into this region, we're going to have to defend these settlements here against the Egypts there, because I don't want to run around all around the desert trying to wipe out Egypt. So what we may have to do is take the key settlements along this very wealthy strip along here, and then form a border here, and then maybe try and piece out the Egyptians and leave them down in the desert, which probably means we're probably going to have to take Petra and this area here, which means I'm going to need even more armies. But we'll try and work that out. So we're just going to go for an end turn. Still got unassigned skills. What else is... Oh well. Oh, we got a... So, yeah, we'll go for the campaign movement range. And I'm just going to go for an end turn. Okay. Development focus. Well, we got to go for military. Trade with this valley done is no longer possible. Looks like somebody's been wiped out. Research complete. Deck artillery. Banditry arrest. Hispania. Child is born. 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 New political election. Yes, thank you. Mission failed. Raid a settlement, but our route belongs to Nervi. Well, I'm not particularly that interested. And of course, the only option we've got now is through here. I'd actually like that, so that would give us more ram damage and speed. So we've got that. Now we will get back to this battle, but first things first. You need to get to... Actually, you can come here, because we've got an army defending Alexandria just at the moment. You need to start coming back this way. Try and keep you out of kind of hostile waters here. I mean, you're probably beaten up enough as it is, so we'll just let you get into position. And you can recruit a couple of artillery ships. In fact, you can probably do all the recruitment here actually, so that'll bring you up to 18. Now I've got this army here. I want you, and of course it's autumn, so we're going to have to keep moving back that way. Now, the other thing that was happening is up here. Now, we could push these two armies up and take out the Nervi, but I don't think they're important enough now to even bother about. So what I want to do is get these armies moving. And I think you're going to get trapped for winter, but there's nothing I can do about it. Right. So, and what I'd like to do is start bringing these two armies down here to get down to Coria, or Noria actually. Got these idiots wandering around here, and of course I've got this army, navy here. So you're gonna have to get across here, and again just make sure no one's got any delusions about what's going on. We've got this Macromani Elders up here, but I'm not even going to worry about those. I think over here, you're good. Just going to bring this army down to about here. I mean, eventually I would like not to have any legions at all in Britannia, but it's going to take a little while to get there. I've got this army, which has got a movement order anyway. Get down back to Rome as well. And so we got this frontier army here. He's quite happily doing his stuff. I mean, this is going to be the problem, is moving these armies down into this area here. And with the Veni Confederation has gone, so let's just have a look at the diplomatic situation here. These guys don't like us that much, but they're actually allies with the docile usurpers up here, who are then in turn with they're actually defensive allies with us, and also military allies with the Adrasei. So there's a very good chance if I kick this hornet's nest, life is going to get very interesting. They're actually a client state. I'm not sure how they became a client state of Rome, but when they might be useful if they get into a war and then we decide to support them. I mean, they're not actually at war with anyone. Really, the Geti Confederation here. They're all small factions, except the Adrii, who are fragmented everywhere. The problem with these is that we are strong allies with them, so this is quite a veritable hornet's nest. I mean, actually, am I actually?
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
When I could get a military alliance with these as well, and let's guess.
As clouds gather, wise men look for friends to shelter them. In you, I believe we have such friends.
Oh, I'm going to leave that for the moment. I mean, so I could effectively take all this area here using defensive alliances and all that. I mean, what's the victory conditions? Yes, we're up to 81 settlements. So if I made all this into a defensive pact, but part of me kind of rebels against that. So I think we're just going to have to move the armies down and get ready. Of course, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this settlement here. Looks like Egypt has got new roster unit thumbnails as well. That's pretty cool. Greek spearmen, Greek cavalry. Okay, I'm just going to go in here. A battle of Myos Hormos. Okay, nice and dry. I ever remember fighting on this battle map. Oh, of course it's Egyptian, yeah. So we got the tower here. I mean, you can actually put units up in those buildings, but to be honest, I've never really found that much use for it. I think let's start with a front line. I've got a couple of kind of quasi merc units here as well. I think you can come there, and what we're going to have is these guys kind of floating free. Actually, they might bring their cav out, so I think we'll team you up with the general. I have the Eagle cohort on this side as a reserve. And I suppose we're going to have to move the units forward. Actually, they don't look that interesting to come out and get us, so I think maybe we'll split these off here and they can go that way. These have taken up a defensive position there. Okay.
Brave Romans to a man. Melee troops. Advance at speed. Evocati.
They're not coming out at us, so
Missile infantry ready.
slingers,
Levy
you
slingers.
go with them.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
You go that way as well.
Tarantine cavalry.
Tarantines, you hide in the bushes.
Legatus.
Legatus, you go that way. So what we'll probably do is go to use these three. Actually, we'll go 3 and 3.
Romans ready for duty.
And
Proud Romans all. Legionary cohort. Happy to
And then
serve commander.
we're going to use you lot as flanking forces.
Missile cavalry ready.
Right.
Missile infantry at your command. Missile infantry
Yeah,
at your
they're actually at an angle, so if we get a flanking attack on those, we may actually.
Romans ready for duty. Combatants! Swords by your command. Ready. Melee troops. Orders.
Okay.
Legionary cohort. Take aim. Ready and waiting. Legionary cohort. Eagle cohort. Evocati. Missiles ready and waiting.
You come in there,
Brave Romans to a man.
you come that way,
Ready.
general out that way.
Jupiter gives us strength. Legionary cohort. Your orders now.
That didn't kill anything.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Hoplites ready. Evocati. By your command. Advance. Ready and waiting.
You guys advance
Missiles ready and waiting. Fire. Orders.
over that way a little.
Levy slingers.
Slingers,
Levy.
you start to hit these guys.
At your service. Melee infantry at your command. Waiting. Sons of Mars. Melee troops awaiting.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
New skin that way.
Commander.
You've hardly killed anything at all at the moment, which is a little bit annoying.
Swords. Evocati. At your service.
We'll just bring these up
Time.
to reinforce.
Melee infantry ready.
Okay.
Orders. Army.
Actually, oh, you've got too far away, so
Evocati.
actually I'm going to bring you back that way.
Advance at speed. Ready. Domine. Levy slingers. Now. Missile infantry.
Yeah, actually, you change targets
Commander.
onto those.
Ready. Hail. Ready and waiting. To your orders. Hostiles ready and waiting. Orders. Loose.
Keep hitting those. You
Missiles awaiting
hit
fire.
those. There's my Tarantines. You come up behind. Actually, Tarantines, there's a gap there.
Romans ready for duty. By your command.
General, come up behind.
Legionary cohort. Sons of Mars. Your orders. Obedience. General.
There's a gap here.
Commander. In the name. Commander. Quickly now.
Right, we've broken off way there. Missile troops.
By your command. Sons
Now,
of Mars. Missile infantry ready. At your service.
you
Now.
keep hitting those naval units.
Melee infantry ready.
Hey,
Cavalry. Missiles.
want you to sneak through. Nope. Actually, pull back.
Evocati.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At your command. Legatus. Melee troops.
Right.
Sons of Mars.
You flank them.
Cohort.
Eagle cohorts.
Cohort.
You go that way. You go that way. You pin them. Hey. You back over here. And roll that way.
Jupiter gives us strength. Romans ready for duty. Melee troops awaiting orders. At speed.
You just keep moving through on the grind.
Used all its ammunition.
Cavalry. Missile cavalry at your
Tarantines sneak through.
orders understood. Tarantine cavalry.
Nope.
Prepare to engage. Tarantine cavalry. Riders, advance and ready. By your
One of our units has used
You
all
hit
its
this
ammunition.
missile, Cav.
command. Brave Romans to a man. Legionary cohort. General, hail. Levy. Ready for orders.
Tarantines break away.
Melee infantry. Break off.
You push through there.
Evocati.
You push on those. You come into the
One of
flank
our
there.
units has used all its ammunition.
Ready for orders. Eagle cohort. Melee troops.
Eagle cohort.
Legionary
You
cohort.
around there.
General, commander.
I think it's time to get my cav in there. And we're destroying their cavalry. Right, their cavalry's gone.
Tarantine cavalry.
Oh, nope. You push them.
At your service.
Cav.
Yes, commander.
There.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Okay, they're breaking on both fronts now. You turn there. You push through there.
Sons of Mars. Melee infantry. Missiles ready.
Missile troops.
Tarantine cavalry. Have a glory.
Your orders?
Nagatos.
Commander.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Right.
Tarantine cavalry. Cavalry. Missiles ready. Tarantine
Tarantines break that way.
your orders.
You engage and hold.
Tarantine cavalry.
Tarantines that way.
Evocati.
You
Legionary
go that way. You push that way.
Levy slingers.
Slingers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You go after those.
Equites. Follow me. Orders.
Bates through.
Forward. Your orders?
General into this position.
Sons of Mars. General. Sic Domine. Evocati. Sons
The
of
battle is turning in our favor.
Swift melee cavalry. Into flying wedge formation.
These are native militia, so
Commander. Sic Domine. Orders. Obediamus. Quick march.
fall on those. Tarantines back.
Missile cavalry at your command.
You that way.
Missile infantry.
Got them there.
Melee troops.
Right, these guys are breaking.
Evocati. Cut them down. Cohorts parasite. And forward.
And in we go. Nice double cavalry charges. Seem to them.
Equites. Legionary cohort. Brave Romans to
Yeah.
We await your command. Missile infantry at your command.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
think this army probably definitely needs a bit of a rebuild. I'm not sure why. Although it says a heavy phalanx unit. So, Tarantines. In general. Oh yeah, end battle. So that now gives us complete control of Egypt. We only lost 248, which is pretty good. It shows how powerful the armor of these units are. Really like these shields. Decisive victory. And down they go. And of course we're just going to occupy.
We hunger for battle.
What we got here? Kind of just got an ordinary docks here. What would you get for an ordinary docks? Provides garrison. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that because this is going to be our only option to build a. We get in the way of auxiliaries here. Nothing that really grabs me, so that can come down. I'm going to change. I think we're going to change that to food. We've got this here. 6 public order. There's going to be another 9 turns before Alexandria is finished, but that's a level 4 settlements. One more turn and we'll get that there. Then of course we've got 11 turns before we get the strategic port, which will make a pretty big difference here. One more turn before we get the field of Mars. So that completes Egypt, and let's have a quick look at the construction reports. Yeah, so we've now got a full auxiliary barracks here, which means that this settlement here has got a garrison of 19. I'm still not sure where these guys are wandering around. Makes me a little bit nervous when the AI is just wandering around. Motivated population, encouraged population, settlement captured. Yes. Let's have a quick look at the minus 11, but that will sort itself out. And I think we're going to keep pushing up Diopolis. Again, what we're looking for is fortifications to defend against this lot. Get my agent down here. I just want to see how powerful this lot is.
No further orders.
When the armies aren't that powerful, there's a pretty big navy here, which could be a bit of a pain in the neck if they come up and try and attack here. Let's have a quick shift us across and yeah, so there's 2 Abatia armies here. My instinct is to take Pegra, which is tucked in there, and this. Effectively, if we get these 3 settlements close together, we can put an army here, which will then defend against Egypt in that direction, and then that will allow us to push up through here. Because one of the problems when we take Jerusalem, is we're going to have to take Salamas here. And at the moment, I've got no idea what's there. So we've got on this position here, our navy's out in the water here. You can come into here. And I think we'll just have a very quick Skype through. See, this, yeah, you're under control. You've got a garrison. Oh yeah. Well, basically what I'm looking for is anywhere where there might be potential problems. Libya's good. That's 60. Wow. When we could take that up. Yeah, we could do that just for the funsies of it. Sardinia, Britannia. Britannia's still looking good. I mean, we could take that up, but do I really need another navy there? Italia, Mauritania, Numidia, Scalia, Aquitaine, Africa. I mean, we got plus 48 here. Yeah, I suppose we can push that up. So I think I can do one more end turn in this part, and then that would be it. I'm not expecting any more battles. Okay, we got a noble death. I think we've seen this video enough, so I'm just going to go through it. We've got increase in rank, veteran, an agent exposed, agent hindered, misdirection, child is born, child is born, child is born. I definitely think they've got to get this under control. Daughter comes of age. So we've lost a someone from the Julia family. Defeat drowned men. Okay. Nervi. Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about them. So we didn't actually lose it. It looks like we might have just lost a politician. Yeah, they were a politician, so somebody of no great importance. Right, and of course we're in the winter cycle now, so back up here, this army, and get them ashore. And your job is to start moving. It will get you moving down this direction. Ah, he's got a fair amount of movement range, considering. Yep, thank you. What I'm going to do is bring this navy up here, because we got the Macroman elders hanging around up here. As long as they stay away from my settlements, I'm not too worried about what they do. And, I mean, they can be what was this army?
Commander,
It's this one.
ready for battle.
You can't move any further. Right, I need this army here. You can get into the water, so I'm just going to bring this navy about here, because this is going to be quite a big crossing. I certainly don't want this army to take attrition crossing the water. Game is really, of course, the trouble is we're going to have to cross this patch of water here. I think we're going to get this navy can come back to about here. It'll probably take. Just cross through this patch here. So your job would be to defend this area of the water while this army's moving into position down here. You can come out and stand just outside the settlement. And what we got here, salt mine, 225, 320, 380, 1400. So I think we'll go for the salt mine. We need to take that up in order to keep the cultural conversion going. We got 18 food, so that's gonna, wow, I've got 156 food in winter. That's pretty good. What's the culture? Yeah, the culture's increasing. Now, we're never going to get rid of that Hellenic one. As you can see, it says there buildings, although eventually we should be able to grind it down a little bit.
Commander.
I think we're just, I don't know what you're doing sat in the settlement either.
Your next command.
So that, bring that up. And of course we need that built up. So So we've got Egypt under control at the moment. I think we're
How
going to move you
yes,
up this way.
as you command.
See what other forces.
Rome's service I never
So
tire.
I think Egypt is recruiting a new navy here.
My skill
Not a surprise.
again.
So we got, yeah, I definitely think I'm going to need to take Police Petra before, even if I don't take these settlements, I'm going to have to take Petra. So we're going to have to get into a war with Nabatea, which is unfortunate, but I can't really see a way around that. And of course, we've got the two armies up here. Where are you? Yeah, I want you to come. You're my artillery army, so I don't want you hanging around up here. You can,
Is that all?
you can just sneak onto that.
Advance.
I just want, oh, well, you can move it yourself anyway. So Knossos is a long way from home. I think they've come up to attack the Nervi, and they can do that on their own. We've got this army here, we've got this army here, we've got navies, we've still got two armies in Britannia. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting. What I will most likely do is play a couple of turns off camera, just because I can't really do anything else until I've rearranged my armies. And I don't really want to kill them off and rebuild them, because they are, I mean, they're, you know, pretty high ranking armies in their own way. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.